Hey guys, Tierny here with another crafting tutorial. This time we're going to actually talk about a new Memory Dex card. Now, the initial ones that I've been making lately have been beginner, maybe a little intermediate slashed in there for the shaker. This one I would say is a little bit more advanced because we're doing different types of layering. In the video, you're going to hear me talk about layers and levels versus just layering. So here is what we're talking about. You can tell it's got a lot more going on, a lot of different components added. And to be honest with you, it's not hard. It's not like you wake up and have to do it. The things that we're talking about are things that we've talked about previously in the beginner and intermediate videos. So I will refer to some of those conversations during this video, but I promise you, this is one tutorial you do not want to miss. And it can be given as a gift, not just a swap. Stay tuned. All right, so this is going to be considered our intermediate Memory Dex tutorial. We're going to use a template that I've already created. Well, this one I believe was given to me in a Memory Dex craft swap. And this was one that I was going to use for one of the projects I was giving out to one of my swap partners, but I ended up not using it. But I really love this paper. It's got that super cute heart. It's chalkboard effect. And I'm going to probably use it as a piece to go with this tab. I'm using this piece of craft Memory Dex because I love this tab and I want to get a little extra embellishment added to that. So without talking too much more, as you guys know, I like to trace my Memory Dex cards that I don't have a template for, and I use them as a template. And I want this Memory Dex to be a little heavier than what I've made in the past, like for beginners, because I want to add a lot of layers. Because I want to add a lot of layers, I want to make sure that the base that my layers are sitting on do not flimsy away. You know, like they don't start peeling off, they don't bend off, they don't shy away from the actual piece of cardstock base. So I just trimmed around the original base, and now I traced. Now I'm going to trim the piece of cardstock. I usually go in just a little bit, like a millimeter in, just so that it'll sit nicely onto my card base. The kids are home, so if you guys have any background noise, please forgive me because the little Rugrats are home, which I love hearing them make noise because I know that they're happy. When they're not making noise, I need to pause the video and figure out what's going on and why is it so quiet. Today hasn't been the case. All right, so now that's another thing I wanted to talk about. I have a punch that I like to use. If I don't use my Cameo or my Cricut, I will use a hole punch, or I will use a die cut to punch my holes in. So being that this piece was a freebie in one of my swaps, I don't have this specific hole. I have more of the Heidi Swap notch hole. So I'm gonna try it out and see if I can repunch the hole on here. If not, I should be able to. I'll be able to see it. Luckily, she gives you like a guide. Yeah. So I'm gonna show you guys what that looks like here in a second. Once I line everything up, I can fit the entire hole of the original base into my Heidi Swap punch, both pieces. And once I line it up, it does take a second. This is where the intermediate patience comes in. I don't know if you can see that. Let me get the lighting. Yeah. The holes are lined up. Now I'm going to punch it out so that I made new holes, and now everything is lined up. You see that? They're perfectly added. So now that we have the base, and yeah, because this one was my original from my piece I used. I love that this is here. I'm going to, because I lined it up actually too perfect, I want to make sure that I have like a bit of a edge. I want to see that cardstock. I want to see this craft paper. So I'm going to just go in just a little bit more. I'll start at the edge just so that it sits on it. And it's an inset, not an offset. I want the card base to be an offset. Matter of fact, you know what? I'm going to cut this whole tab off of here because I want to decorate my tabs separately. And it's not going to be perfect because I'm not using my paper trimmer. I wish I could. I have a lot of crafty besties that can trim such a perfect straight line, and if I don't have a guide, I'm no good. I have to have a paper trimmer or some sort of guide. Let's see how that looks. I line up my pieces at the bottom, and I like that. I do. I think I can trim a little bit more off of this edge while I'm at it. Let's take that L off. That'll be my guide. And just a little edge. And if you don't have a good hand to round your corners, I suggest just go ahead and buy a paper trimmer or a paper rounder. But yeah, that looks great. And I'm going to round this edge too. Alright. Okay, let's get some of this trash up. Okay, so there goes my 2 layers, my base and one of my top layers. I love that already. Okay, so like I said, I want to see some of that that craft around the edge. It's up to you if you want to distress your edge with some distress inks. I'm not going to do that because I want it to have a bright pop. And I have these cute doilies. I'm going to start figuring out how I'm going to layer. I think I'm going to layer diagonal here. And I'm going to use this heart washi tape. I'm going to use my glitter first. It's my husband calling the baby. He probably has his phone. He always takes Daddy's phone. Alright, I'm going to put that down first, and then before I trim, I think I'm going to just leave a little bit of a space so that craft paper shows as layers too. Levels. One lady I was talking to the other day told me, those aren't layers, those are levels. I said, well, you know what? That's actually another good term because each level is beginner, intermediate, and advanced, right? I guess you can look at it that way as well. For each layer or level of embellishment that you add to your Memory Dex card. Even for scrapbooking, you know, you have to layer multiple layers to give that nice 3D effect. Alright. Now I'm going to glitter all over, which I don't mind. I'm going to take, I don't have my bone folder, so I'm just going to take the butt of my Teflon scissors and burnish behind. Get some of the glitter off, put it on my shirt. I love that so far. I gotta work on my lighting. All right, and let's just turn this around to you. And as you can tell, I'm not using my adhesive to layer down just these base pieces because my washi tape, because I don't know if this is what it's going to be, right? So I'm going to place my doilies down. I love the doilies because it's a beautiful after effect. You can keep the doily on here like this. You can have it hanging off the sides to give it kind of a flow, or you can trim it once you've layered all your pieces. So I've got some cute little, what is this, felt? There's so many layers. It's a thick piece of felt. I'm going to probably put Kiss here, and I'm probably going to put in a different color XOXO here. Or maybe I won't. Maybe, since this says love, it'll be XOXO. XOXO, huh? I kind of like that. What do you guys think? I need my doily back. I'll put one doily, and I'll put my XO here. All right, and I also have this super cute rosette. I want to use that. It's got a pretty flower on the edge. I want to hang that over. Don't ask me who I'm giving this to, guys, but I'm giving it to someone. All right, and being that I wanted to use this, I'm going to just cut a piece towards the edge. And it doesn't have to be perfect because it's going to be covered, but I just want to make sure I have enough to where it covers this corner even of the craft paper. I'm just going to layer it like that. And I think I'm going to take another piece and just put a nice strip across the middle. If I'm moving too fast, feel free to pause the video and come back. And I would love it if you guys could like and subscribe below so that you can tell me if you've done any sort of layering, if you call it layering, if you call it leveling. I'd love to know your response to that as well. All right. Now, I also have these cute letters, which I think they're super big, but like this would have looked super cute over top of all of that to make it even more. So I could use this as a reason to put L-O-V. I can move this up here. And I'll probably, with this, I'll probably pop them up with, matter of fact, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to stick my rosette there. And actually, XOXO, it looks so cute there. And I've got this adorable envelope, which I'm going to put some bling on here in a second. And I've got this heart. Yeah, I think that's what it's going to look like. And I'm going to put some bling on there. All right, now for the little fun embellishments, I'm going to add some more flowers over. I can easily stick that there. I've got some wood pieces. I'm going to put 2 of those on that say love. I'm afraid that my love is missing. I think it's taken away from what the word could actually do on a different Memory Dex card. So I think I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. And I have this, You Are Loved. That would look great on here. Or maybe I'll, oh yeah. Oh yeah. I think the peach flowers taken away from it. All right. So now I believe it's time for me to get my adhesive, and it'll be time to add it up. Let's go. Grab my pop-ups. I usually keep all this stuff over here, but I just used a lot of it on 3 other projects today. I'm going to flip this around as I add adhesive. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I want to keep all of my placement as it is. And so doing that, I'm going to need to flip it my way. And yeah, yeah. All right, so I'm gonna use my gun to start. I'm super excited. I know Christmas just ended for us, but I'm so excited for Valentine's Day because I already bought my husband his Valentine's Day gift. So I just can't wait to give it to him for Valentine's Day. And I'm so bad at keeping secrets, but I did really well this year for Christmas. I plan on keeping more secrets for Christmas. I'm going to add some of this too. I didn't get a chance to bring in any more of that glitter. I usually use like a piece of ribbon. You can use ribbon or a piece of tulle. You can use tulle to give it a nice extra layer of decoration. But I'm going to use this because I have it at the top of my base. I'm going to go ahead and lay that down. I'm just getting over a cold, so if I sound a little low, I really am fighting this. I'm resisting that sickness that's trying to come upon me, but I'm not going to claim it. Alright, so now I'm going to put my doily in effect. These are some really good doilies. Like I put my gun to these and they don't rip. I always worry it's going to rip, but I haven't had any issues with them so far. And I had this, I don't know why I have to add this piece of black paper, but with hearts, I mean, you can't really see it, but it gives a little bit of depth to it. As a matter of fact, I think I need to add some. Oh, that's fine. I'll just leave it on there like that. I'm going to add pop-ups on this one. Drinking some Welch's Sangria sparkling cider from leftover from Thanksgiving. I forgot I had that in my refrigerator, and it tastes so good and festive for the new year. I'm going to try that pear. Hopefully I could try that pear one before New Year's. Okay, I'm going to add my XOXO. And being that this is going to be popped up a bit, I'm just going to put some white liner tape on the base of it. The felt usually has adhesive to it, but I don't know where I got these. These don't have any adhesive to it. Might have came in a pack I received, if I can remember. Let's add some in the middle. And we'll take that adhesive off. You can also use glue. Fast acting glue. Fun Stamper's Journey has a really good one. Spellbinders, I don't know if they still carry it or not. I haven't been buying anything from them in a while, but I bought so much when they were starting to talk about merging with Spellbinders, so I still have quite a few bottles of that left. I also love using my Mono Aqua, but I find that sometimes on felt it doesn't like to stay stuck. Say that 10 times fast. Stay stuck. But it works good for like a glaze, you know, when doing my paper crafts, but I don't typically like using it for thick projects like this one. All right, let's go ahead and stick that down. It's looking good so far. Okay, now my rosette, I originally had it up top, but looks like I may have messed up a little bit there on my, which actually I kind of like it like this. My rosette is, I don't have a tutorial on making these, but there are several templates that I can give you. You can comment below if you'd like for me to email you a template that you can use if you have a cutting machine like a Cameo or a Cricut. And there's also dies that will cut this out for you too. So if you don't have this, and it looks like it has a little dot on there and a cute rhinestone just placed on the middle, I would probably replace this with a heart sticker, which I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have a heart here. I'm gonna replace that with one of my heart embellishments. How funny that I just have some just sitting here on the side. I did not plan that, I promise. I did not. Or I actually had this brad, but it's green. Don't ask me why I chose a green one, but I told you I'm not feeling well. So things are a little funny right now. My decision making has been pretty sporadic since I was sick. Most people like lay around and act depressed. I get some really fun and neat ideas when I get sick. So keeps everything a bit lively in our household. So I think I am going to just go ahead and put that baby down there and place my heart. Oh, that looks so much better with that heart on there, you guys. All right, I'm going to use white liner tape because it is a few layers already. Yeah, and I'm going to put it on the side that's going to actually be touching my Memory Dex card. And all right, got 3 pieces on there. And I don't usually burnish this on because I burnish from behind. Usually I try not to smush my project once everything's been on again. I kind of over burnish sometimes, but is there such thing as over burnish? Comment below if you think there's a such thing as being over burnished. As many comments as I can get. You can comment below. All right, so let's take a look at that real quick. What do you guys think so far? That rosette really brings this alive. I believe I got this from somebody. Let me tell you, I've been in so many amazing swaps with so many amazing people. I couldn't tell you what I got and from who and when and where. All right, so now we've got these cute little flowers we originally had here. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it like a little flower garden and place them like a rainbow around the edge. And I'm going to use glue dots. Well, let's see if these little, let's see how these look on the pop-up dot. Pop-up dot fits on there perfect, guys. Look. What size are these pop-up dots? Let me see the package here. It's a 3D foam square. 0.25 by 0.25 by 0.08. So they're millimeters. They're millimeter size. And I'm just gonna go ahead and put one on each flower and have them like they're a little rose garden. And then I'm gonna tuck my love wooden tuck the wooden hearts. Oh my god, those are so cute on there. Next, matter of fact, let me go ahead and stick these on while I got it, because if I do it like it's overlapping, it'll give it a better look. So far, that's how it looks so far. Alright, I'm gonna do this one next. No, I'm gonna do this dark one next. Oh, it's too much. Add this dark pink magenta flower into our flower garden, our love flower garden. And then we've got this cute glitter. I got this one, I know, in a box kit from a amazing swap partner. And we've got our love yet to add. Another wooden love. Wouldn't love be so great? All right, add that. Oh, what do you guys think so far? All right, moving on. We've got more to go. I have this adorable envelope that came in a swap also, and I could, let's see, because I don't want to cover these holes because it has to sit on my Memory Dex holder. So I don't want to take away my XOXO, so I could take my XOXO up a little bit, yeah, move it up just a little bit, and then that will give room for me to stick my envelope. What if I stuck the envelope behind the XOXO, making sure that there was still room for me to tuck my bottle? It's not really working in my favor, but I'll make it work in my favor. So I might have to just move my envelope over here. And that's what I'm gonna do, because I like that much better. And I'm gonna, that way you can just have it. Oh, that's so cute. And then I can add my "You're So Loved." Maybe not. I think this is it, guys. It's coming together right nicely. I have to add some more adhesive to my rosette too. The glitter on the flower that the rosette is sitting on wasn't on there. It wouldn't let that glitter, it wouldn't let it adhere to the glitter. All right, and now I'm going to add my envelope. Tuck it behind here. I'm going to put my cute jar in there. I'm going to add some more stuff in there also. I was going to use my "You Are So Loved," but that's too much cardstock to me. Just looks like a lot. So I'm gonna add this silver heart. I'm gonna use my white line tape. I would have used a red heart, but the primary colors on this Memory Dex is mostly pink. All right, now I'm gonna add this smaller piece of cardstock just kind of here to give it that extra layer. I'm going to use a bigger piece of, I'm going to use double it up so it pops up nicely. All right, there you have it. I'm going to get some bling. Here's some bling right here. I'm just going to put just across the base of my envelope, some tiny metal dots. Can never go wrong with these bad boys. These are just so cute, but the smaller they are, the more you can seem to do with them. All right, I think I'm going to use another one of these hearts also. I'm going to put a pop-up dot on the back. And I think I'm going to put it here. I'm heart happy, y'all. I'm going to put another one on here too. Also, yeah, add a couple more of these silver dots. One catty corner. And anybody who has received a Memory Dex from me, if there's not a silver dot on your Memory Dex card somewhere, call me, email me, text me, and I will send you another Memory Dex card, because that must mean I didn't finish it. All right. I really like this. I feel like I need another heart though. I feel like I need a heart like right here. Do I have a heart sticker anywhere? I have a little heart brad, maybe. Nope, but I do have a pink flower brad. I'm gonna pop it through. Or better yet, wouldn't it look cute up here on the top of this envelope with a little silver ball in the middle? Yes, indeed. That just brought it to life. And, all right, I don't know where we cut off, but here's the finished product. I'm interested to know what you guys think about this. Like, subscribe, and let me know. Well, once again, thank you for joining me for another crafty tutorial. Remember, stay crafty, but also stay safe. See you next time.